Yo, what is going on, you guys? Welcome back today to another video, and in today's video I have another Psylocke game for you guys. Now this game right here, this game was a dogfight. 23 finals, 43k damage, 44% accuracy. If you guys enjoy the video, all I ask is that you drop a like, sub, feel free to join the Discord. I see the community growing a little bit, and drop a follow on Twitch. Enjoy the video. Alright, so this is LUN. I personally like this map. I think it's like a really pretty map. My other DPS, okay, so I'm playing with a Panther. My front line is Sting Strange. So this is kind of my mindset. When I have like a Panther or like a Magic or someone just like that hard dives, I kind of play a little bit more poke. Now don't mind me if I sound a little bit slow, because like this game was a couple days ago. I don't really remember this game. So like I'm remembering this game as it goes. But as you can see, I'm just doing a lot of poking, trying to anti-dive a little bit. They're playing Angela Iron Fist, so I know that's going to be really annoying for my backline. And like I said, my other DPS is a Panther, so like I do kind of have to help out with my backline. So as you can see, now I'm kind of looking for an opportunity to like make a play, whether it's on the Punisher, someone on the off angle. We use our cloak ult, so once we use the cloak ult, I know we can get in. So I get the pick on the Jeff, which is huge. Alright, so we have to pop our second support ult. And now what I think I'm doing right here, I think I'm waiting to get an ult. I think I feel like I have an ult. Also, I know people like didn't like playing in these clouds, but I actually like to play in these clouds. So because I'm right here, I'm kind of taking the 1v1 with the support. Yeah, there's my ult. So I got one, got two. This should be really good for my team. We have momentum now. I go back into these clouds. I like to play in the clouds because obviously they can't see you unless they're running like Daredevil. And now I'm just trying to focus like the Angela, focus the Iron Fist. These heroes I feel like are just like really tilting for my team. Alright, so we pretty much have point. I'm trying to chase the Jeff, but not too far. And now they're doing the tech where you put the Punisher in the spawn. That's actually like pretty good tech. You can't break turret. So we just kind of have to hide. Alright, so we get point. Now I'm not gonna lie, competitions like this kind of like tilt me. I'm not sure if that's like the best way to say it, but I feel like Angela, Iron Fist, like who do you shoot? And if you're trying to shoot like Strange or someone, I mean, I could try to take a 1v1 with a Punisher, but I just feel like with these two being so aggressive, I kind of have to help my backline a little bit. See, look, Angela's just in on my team. Okay, they pop Strange ult. Gonna see who can try to shoot. I see Iron Fist. And right here, I'm just kind of trying to play cart. As far as flanks go, I probably could go like up left. Or just go up to like the second like story. I just followed up with the Strange. And now right here, I kind of like this positioning. I'm in my invis ult, so I can kind of just poke and get ult charge. I know I have an ult coming. So I'm probably going to try to look for an ult. There we go. And I got one. I think pushing like to this second point, it gets kind of messy because the cart like loops around. I hear the Strange ult, but I'm trying to help out with this Hulk. Alright, Hulk is one. There we go. And just like that, we won the fight. So as you can see, I'm not really taking too many hard like flanks. I'm kind of taking this 1v1 with this Punisher. Trying to be safe about it. I know the cart is super far back and I'm up pretty far. Alright, I'm coming up on another ult. I didn't know we had Invis ult. I'm not gonna lie. And this is where it gets dangerous. A Punisher plus Rocket, like buff, it's not good. So I'm behind their whole team. I'm just trying to do what I can, but I know it's a lost fight. So I'm here just trying to wait for my team to regroup. And this is something I feel like happens a lot. Like, if I position somewhere, like someone else will come to me. Like, you see how the Panther like came to me? But I'm not saying like he did it this time. He might have wanted to path there. So now I feel like I have an ult. I might have ulted a little bit too early, I can't lie. I think I should have waited for my team to come up a little bit more. Alright, the fight's won. They swapped off of Angela. They're now on Thor Thing frontline, so I kind of have something to shoot. Like I said, I'm not going too crazy on hard flanks because I have a Panther. So if my Panther goes for a dive and I go with to go dive, there are going to be no pressure on these things. You see how this Thor is just in? If I was on the flank with my Panther, like that guy would just be getting free value in my backline. And now they pop Coco. Oh, I remember this actually. Okay, so this is the TTK tech. The TTK tech is when Cloak ults. Hold on, there's like a lot going on here. It's kind of like a dogfight. You see, like, I'm helping out with these tanks that are just perma in. Okay, so the tech is when Cloak ults, Strange can hit the ult at the end of the Cloak ult, and his combo, if he has 100, what is it called? 100 magic or whatever, and whenever he's fully charged, he can actually one-tap Cloak out of the ult while stunned. So I was trying to help. Yeah, that's what this Strange was trying to do like the whole game. I'm starting to remember now. Alright, so right here, just going back to poking the thing. I don't need ult charge because I have my ult, but maybe I feel like he can die. I mean, he's really low. Yeah, there you go. So I probably will be looking for ult soon. We're doing pretty good. We're holding up pretty far. Yeah, I think I'm gonna look for an ult here. The reason I did this was not so much to like get a pick, but to like hold them back so we can move the cart more forward. Because I feel like in the current state, Psylocke builds ults really fast. Alright, so there's a lot. I'm just trying to see who's stunned. I see my Panther got an ult. I was trying to see if I could follow up with him, help him out. And now they just have an Iron Fist. We have another Invis ult. I feel like that was mad fast. So there we go. We cap. Alright, so we are now on defense. Let's see how this goes. We've changed the comp. We are now playing Penny, no Rocket. I'm gonna be honest. I don't not like playing Penny Rocket. Especially on like Convergence, Domination. I think Penny Rocket can be pretty good. Unless they walk out on a comp where everyone has a gun. Then that might be a problem. But right now, their only damage really is Bucky. They're about to walk out on Fantastic. So right here, I'm kind of just poking the Bucky. I like to play on this height. I like playing on top of this building. I see my Panther is about to go in. I looked at my backline. Maybe I thought someone was like in my backline. Someone's on point. Yeah, maybe that's what I heard. The Fantastic. So now Fantastic is really out of position. That's a free pick right there. And now I hear Bucky. So now I have to look at this Bucky. So now I see my Panther went in, so I'm trying to go and just do a little bit of damage. See if I can help him out with someone, but it literally looks like he did tickle damage. And now I reposition to my supports to get healed, because I feel like maybe they don't see me on the off angle. And I heard my Panther ult, so I try to go in and help. when I don't really have a target to shoot, I kind of just shoot the tank so I can build up my ult charge. Right here, like no one is looking at me, so I'm just shooting. And now I feel like I have an ult. Do I want to use the ult here at their spawn door to try to force out their support ult? Or do I want to wait for them to push up a little bit? That's probably what I'm thinking right here. Alright, so the Fantastic's gone. Alright, so the reason that I ulted right here is because they use 𝘍𝘰𝘭𝘭𝘰𝘸 ult. I don't know if he had reset or anything, but I wanted to get the free pick on them. My team managed to kill him. And I'm kind of just trying to poke this Moon Knight. He's been playing mystery heroes. He was on Punisher, then he went to 𝘍𝘰𝘭𝘭. Now he's on Moon Knight. I'm just poking out this Thor. There we go, another TTK ult. He's trying to like one tap the cloak, and I noticed he was doing this. Alright, so now I'm trying to see if there's someone behind. Just break the rocket ult, I guess. It's just me and my Panther. The rest of my team is pretty much falling apart. So it's like, do I want to reset right here? I'm not too sure. Just trying to stay on point as long as possible. I missed the bubble by just a little bit. Alright, so back into the fight. I'm poking out the Moon Knight. I'm coming up on an ult. They don't have any support ults currently. So I think I could ult here pretty early. There we go. There's the ult. I'm kind of in their spawn. But I mean, we get card control off of this. Well, we should get card control. I don't really know what's going on behind me. They're not really playing any heroes that require me to look back a lot. So I'm trying to poke. As you can see right here, I'm trying to look for more like hard flanks. Ooh, that Ankh. That Ankh got me. I think that's a good point to try to play to find like hard flanks. If your team is holding up pretty well. I feel like my front line was doing pretty good at holding up. So I can go for like more flanks and try to find a pick. Because between a Mag, Fantastic, Thor, I mean, they're all gonna soak up a lot of damage. I feel like what I want to do more is try to find a pick. But like I said, I think the current state of Psylocke is to play to get ult charge. Not completely just sit in main, but she's also not as good as she used to be. So now I'm trying to play on my cloak ult. All I'm doing here is literally just farming ult. That's all I want to do in the cloak ult. I try to help out my invis, but it's just way too much damage. I'm not really one to say we should make swaps or things like that. Like, even though we're playing Panther into Fantastic, Rocket, Thor, Mag, I'm not gonna be like, oh, this guy should swap. Because I don't feel like he really has to swap. Sure, diving might be a little bit harder, but let him play like the hero that he wants to play. I feel like I just gotta play better to compensate. They actually have no support ults. We got one. I couldn't break the rest fast enough. Alright, so I was playing at like the edge of the circle from the Moon Knight ult. Alright, we have a good ult. I think I messed up my Panther's dash, but I'm not sure. But that was a really good strange ult right there. Or thing ult. That was a good thing ult. And we were able to follow up. Alright, so I see right here my Panther is probably going to look for a dive. But this is their spawn pretty much. So I'm just trying to see like who overextends. The Thor is the one probably overextending, and that was a Fantastic. And now I just repositioned to inside of my cloak ult, and it's the same idea here. Try to build a ult. So right here, it's kind of just play it safe, poke. We don't have our Panther. So let me see like what I can follow up with. Another big thing ult, so I immediately just go for my ult. Unfortunately, I couldn't get any picks. feel like Thor is one. Right here, I'm just trying to touch and stay on. I'm trying to stay on the side of a cart where my support can heal. Alright, this is rough because they have their ult on point. But as you can see, everyone's kind of just like staggering, trying to touch. But at the end, they make the cap. So you gotta give it to them. Their swaps are pretty good. They made some good swaps. Alright, so both teams have 1 minute. I'm not gonna lie, that's a really good penny mine right there. I remember when I saw that penny mine, I thought I was dead. But it was only 1 mine right there. Alright, so I'm trying to find a pick. Right here, I'm just getting ult charge on the Thor because he's really far up. And he's kind of out of position. Just focusing the Thor, getting my ult charge up. I want to see if I can get a pick. Here I am. I didn't mean to fall off of the roof right here. So just looking at the Thor more. Okay, that's a pick on the Thor. We made a swap and we went from Panther to Bucky. So that means I can play a little bit more aggro. Because my Bucky should be able to do enough damage to their front line. Alright, so the Thor overextended again. Get the pick on that guy. And now I'm trying to look at the Rocket or the Moon Knight. And now I'm not trying to back. I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what my supports are. But shout out my Invis for that support ult. I remember that. And now I just feel like I can clean up the fight with my ults. Alright, break Rocket ult. And this is a winning fight. We don't really need to support ult here. But it's all good. It's winnable. Alright, they pop portal, but they honestly... I was gonna say that they shouldn't have portaled here, but since it's OT, like, it's probably good. We kind of threw with our strange ult, I can't lie. It's because the whole time my strange was trying to catch the cloak at the end of the ult. And I get it. My strange was trying to practice. I'm not going to flame him or anything. Because where else are you going to find practice than in a ranked game? It just means we have to lock in more and we'll win. We can win. So here's the current stats. I have 22 finals. My other DPS has 23 finals. So like we're chilling. We're doing pretty good. We're winning. Alright, so I'm always going to play on this roof. I like to play on this roof. Especially with the mobility that I have. And now I kind of just go right here to reposition. I pop my Invis for the speed boost. And now I'm back on the roof. Try to take this 1v1 with the Moon Knight. I immediately go up to pressure him and he drops back down, which is good. Because I don't want him to play on that angle. And now I see Hulk really far in my back line. So this is free. Free pick. And now I hear the mag, and now I'm looking at the mag because the mag is also out of position. He's out of the line of sight of his supports. So I feel like those are like the freest picks. And now they have Moon Knight ult. That's the thing about this character. This hero gets ult so fast compared to like the rest of the roster. And now I'm just trying to get my ult as fast as possible. They pop Rocket ult, and now they pop Cloak ult. So immediately after this, once both of their ults run out, I pop my ult. And I see Moon Knight up here on height, so I'm just trying to 1v1 this guy while all the support ults are going off. And now that the ults are done, I have my ult. And everyone's like one. And there's Rocket. And that's it. That's all she wrote. So yeah, these are the stats after the game. My whole team did pretty good, I can't lie. My strange was going off. My other DPS was doing pretty good. I dropped a decent amount of finals. So like, it's not like the team was bad. We were all doing pretty good. But this is like my thought process. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something. Like I said, all I ask is that you drop a like and a sub. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. I'm not really one to say we should make swaps or things like that. Like, even though we're playing Panther into Fantastic, Rocket, Thor, Mag. I'm not gonna be like, oh, this guy should swap. Because I don't feel like he really has to swap.